And today I want to focus on this event, which is the transformational year. Hey everyone, it's Gabe Crane again with Woven Wings, where we focus on remembering what truly matters. You can also check out our podcast, Woven Wings Live, where we bring you wisdom and tools for vibrant living. And today I'm making one more video in our series about our upcoming Chi Field meditation, Take the Leap, which is being hosted this Thursday, February 29th. You can find the registration link for this free online meditation in the video description. And this is an awesome opportunity, again, to take the leap for a transformational year. It's going to be a great group meditation where we already have dozens of folks from all over the world registered with us. Please join us so we can keep building this Chi Field. We're going to learn more about what that means in the meditation itself. You can watch some of the other videos on this channel to learn more as well. And today I want to focus on this other element of this event, which is the transformational year. Taking the leap for a transformational year. And what does this really mean? What do we mean when we say we want to transform, or we want a year to be deeply meaningful and transformational for us? And I think people often think about all sorts of things. It kind of tracks with New Year's resolutions. I want to lose weight. I want to pick up a new hobby. I want to be healthy and exercise. All that stuff is awesome and great. And that can be part of this event for you. If that's the intention you're bringing, you can certainly bring those kinds of meaningful changes to your behavior that can make for a transformational year. I want to touch today on a little bit of a deeper layer of what does it mean to really connect with this intention of transformation, and where does it really stem from? And I think first and foremost, the important thing to recognize is that we're talking about connecting with your true self, your truer self that is underneath the habitual ways of living, of unconscious patterned living that we all grow accustomed to. And so true transformation, whether it's, rather than it being something that just grows out of a more ego-driven desire to feel a certain way or look a certain way, true transformation is peeling back the layers to shed the images of the false self and to come into alignment with this deeper truth. And part of the reason that this is transformational is that when we tap into and actually access that truth, we start to recognize some very powerful things about that true self, about the nature of the universe itself. And primarily, that nature of the universe is not neutral, and it's certainly not evil or mean-spirited or unhealthy in ways that sometimes it might feel when we are bound up in our patterns. But actually, the nature of the universe is marked, it is full of wisdom and love. And it might sound hokey, or it might sound cheesy, or depending on where you're at, or it might ring really, really deeply true to you. But this is something that we see in Ren Shui, which is the basis for this meditation. It's something that we see in spiritual and mystical traditions all over the world. It's something that we see in personal, ordinary realizations that people come to when they realize that actually the nature of the universe is love, or the most powerful force in the universe is love. When we want to connect with a transformational year, it's really about not adding anything extra ourselves, but rather peeling back the layers to connect with this fundamental truth and let our true nature, which is aligned with that, which is unified with that, to allow that to pour out of us and allow us to perceive and see that in the world around us, and then align with it. Because if we can align with that understanding, with that truth, with that energy, with that chi, then things are going to transform, things are going to change, and it's going to be a really special year. I mean, if you really think about if there's anything you could do with your time, with your year, other than that could be more meaningful? I think it's hard to find something. In fact, it's not really possible. Ultimately, when we talk about a transformational year, it's really about connecting with that truth and getting aligned with it. And part of how we do that is through connecting with Qi, and a special form of Qi called Yuan Qi, which is wholeness. It's undifferentiated Qi before it has split into yin and yang. And that is Qi that is naturally moving with the light of Tao, as we say in Ren Shui, or the light of the universe, the light of the wisdom of the laws of the universe. And so as we align with that, then good things start to happen. And that is what we hope to see reverberating into our year ahead through this event. Okay, so that's one way to think about it. And then as you're thinking about preparing for this event, opening up to what does that mean for me personally? So that's a big, broad, universal truth that I've mentioned, and it forms the foundation of our work. But then for each of us, it's personal. That translates into some of those goals that I mentioned at the outset that you might be already thinking about, but it kind of broadens them, right? It changes the nature of them so that they're not really about fulfilling a more limited, personal, egoic goal, but they're really about serving life, being in the vast pleasure of what life has to offer us and how we can play a part in that. And so that's something for you to just think about as you're diving further into this. One way that we do that is in the present moment. We are always busy going here and there with our thoughts. Our minds are constantly racing. And so when we're doing a group meditation and a synchronized meditation, even for folks who are going to connect with it through the recording or after the fact, that's fine, because we're creating a synchronization of all of our consciousness around this same focus in this same moment in time. And so as we create that synchronization, it creates these ripple effects. It's a resonance that echoes across days and weeks. We're trying to drop into the present moment there together. And then as we do so, as the year goes on, there's going to be echoes of that present moment. When you become present again in March or May or September, there's going to be that information that we created together that's going to echo and rattle around in your consciousness, in my consciousness, in the collective, that's going to help remind you about these eternal truths that we so easily forget. It's going to bring you back, bring us back into, again, a more purposeful, meaningful way of living. Also, how the mechanism of how this synchronized group meditation works. Okay? The last thing I want to say is that when we think about transformation, we really think about possibility, right? In our ordinary day-to-day living, we often think about things in such a limited manner. We're bound by the patterns that are already running themselves, the programs that are in our consciousness that define who we are, what we're doing with ourselves, what we're supposed to be spending our time on, what's possible and what's not possible. When we drop into this place of the universe, of the creator, of life itself, we really see that we're in a realm of all possibilities. We're in a realm of potentiality. And as we align with that, we can open ourselves up to real change in our life. We can allow the power, the vast power of that transformational possibility to come into our life and begin to make changes. They might seem small at first, but as one thing stacks upon the other, what we really want is this to be the starting point where you look back in the summer and in the winter and you say, wow, actually this year really was a transformational year. And so if that's something that sounds exciting and energizing to you, get on the boat with us. There is still time. As I said, the field just continues to grow. There's more and more people joining. And please share this with your community. This is something that just amplifies in power as we join in to do it together. So with that said, I just wanted to say thank you so much. What I hope comes out of this is for that love and wisdom of the true self of the universe that I was talking about earlier, for that to be unfolding through each of us and all around us, for us to be together perceiving the beauty and perfection that's available to us in every moment. The opportunity to learn, to do something positive with ourselves, with our lives, and to open up to that love and let it flow through and touch ourselves and everyone around us. Thank you for taking this in, for taking the time to journey with me. I love making these videos for you all, and I hope you'll join us this Thursday on the 29th. Take care, and this is best wishes for a transformational year. Bye.